Hey guys, today we're unboxing the ASUS Gaming A15. This TUF gaming laptop is a Ryzen 5 and it's got a 2060 graphics card in it, and yeah, that's this is custom built, so it's got a bit more RAM and a bit more everything than the box says. So let's quickly have a look at what's in on the description. Over here we can see that it's got a 15-inch display, a full HD display. It's got 4 GB of VRAM. It's got the storage of a 512. I think that's upgraded to a terabyte maybe. This has got 8 gig RAM on the box, but it's a DDR5 16 gig that's installed. Wi-Fi 6 and Windows 11 Home. So these laptops are not normally meant for business use, but you can do that with them. So let's quickly just get that box open, and then we can see what we get in the box. This is quite a heavy box. Right, so when you open it up, immediately you just see the laptop that's in a big bag, soft cloth kind of a bag. You get your booklets. Over here you get your charging cable, the wall cable, the outlet cable for the charger. And on this side you get your beefy 150 watt little power supply. So not that big, but it's a 20 volt 7.5 amp 150 watt power supply that you get with. It's quite a neat little design, and this thing has got one of those charging pins with the pin in the middle in the charger, so just be mindful of that. That's the only kind of a pin and 150 watt that'll be able to charge this laptop. That's all you get in the box. Let's quickly have a look at the laptop. Right, so this is the ASUS TUF Gaming FA506N. This specific model does come in a few variants. When we have a look at the top of the laptop, it's got this brushed kind of a finish. Over here it's got some just pitted kind of a golf ball feel or look, and over here you can see a bit of decal or just paint or something that just makes the laptop look a bit more gaming. The logo is quite glossy, so it looks like a transformer kind of a look, the TUF logo. And there you get your TUF Gaming embedded into the plastic there. Over here you've got your lights that will show you that the power is on, it's charging, the hard drive is working, or it's in flight mode. At the back of the laptop you've got these big exhaust holes where the air blows out. Also on this side you've got a big exhaust hole that the air blows out. You've got a little place there to put a lock in. This is a USB 3 connector. This is not a slot for a SD card, it's just a little vent. On the other side of the laptop is that same kind of a vent, or I believe where the speaker sounds will come from. That's not a vent. Over here you have your headset port. Sorry for my hands and fingers. I've been working very hard with wires and stuff like that. That's damaging my hands extremely. Over here you've got the Type-C port connector, another USB 3, 2 of those, a HDMI port, a network port, and your charging port. So this is a very nice design. Because I use my mouse on the right hand side of the laptop, all the cables will plug in on this side. Only one little USB can plug in here, maybe your mouse if you want. So yeah, that just keeps this side of the laptop nice and clean, and you can work. So opening up the laptop, the hinges are a bit stiff, so you won't be able to open it up with one hand from the start. I believe later on in the life of the laptop, the hinges will get a bit easier to open up. At the top of the laptop, you've got your camera, webcam with the microphones and the light. This is a matte screen. Oh, and this does not have a privacy cover for your camera. It has got a 144 Hz display, and as I said, it's a full HD display. You can also see when I take this little cover off, my hands through this hole at the back, so you will be able to see straight through the laptop to the bottom of the counter you're working on. It's got a nice big hole there, and the hinges are attached like from the sides. It's only a pin that goes through there, so it does feel sturdy at this stage. The whole build of the laptop is extremely sturdy, and the chassis is quite rigid. The keyboard has got this real game kind of a layout, like all of them do, with the gaming buttons in a different or see-through kind of a color, and you've got a full layout on the keyboard with a numeric keypad on the side. The arrows at the bottom of the keyboard, you will see that it's a bit lower than the rest of the keyboard. That is a design that I see a lot of laptops is taking on now, so it's just ergonomics, I think, that'll make it easier for you to use the arrows. They are quite little. If I just can show, my fingers can almost fit on these three at the same time. The mousepad is also not that big, but this is quite a nice compact kind of a setup. The buttons on the mouse feels extremely soft. It's a very nice feel, and it's been a while since we got laptops with physical buttons at the bottom and a touchpad, dedicated buttons and a dedicated touchpad. You'll see we've got a lot of functions on the function buttons at the top, like your fan speeds and or performance mode with fan control that'll just keep your laptop cool. You can disable the touchpad, obviously, change screens quickly, dim and bright. You've got your keyboard, backlit keyboard up and down here for the dims and brights, and then you've got aura keys over here. So all of that is already on the keyboard, and you can quickly access all of that. Your power button is at the top right, so a physical button there, not embedded into the keyboard. If you press that, it'll turn on, the light goes red, and your keyboard comes into its full glory with all its colors. And there you can see that the power is now on. It's got a little light there. The caps lock has also got a light that indicates that the caps lock is on or not. Numlock does not have a light. That's the layout and the look of the machine. Let's quickly wait for it to switch on, and I'll get the power connected so that we can maybe do a quick Nova bench and just test the laptop speed. Another thing to note is this laptop can take 2 NVMe's. It has got 1 NVMe built in at the moment, and as I said, the RAM is DDR5, and this is running at 4800 MHz. The screen is nice and bright and not difficult to see at all, even in all the different kind of lights here. You can see that the matte screen copes quite nicely with that. I will quickly set the screen to full brightness, and you can just see that that's dim. Let's just go the other way. So it goes quite bright, and you won't have any issues looking at the display. If I tilt the screen, it does, you have to look at the screen from straight ahead. If you look at a bit of an angle, you do get a bit of darkening of the letters and stuff, especially from the top. From the bottom, yeah, it seems quite bright, but if you look from the top, the screen does dim a bit, as you can see on the camera. With the function button and the up and down arrows, you can quickly change your layout, your keyboard's colors and the way it just displays. It is not individually lit up keys. It's it's just a normal RGB keyboard with a fixed color all the way through. Every button on the keyboard is lit up, not like some of the laptops that you see on the market. You can actually see the F keys. You can see everything on this, not just the physical number. Even the function keys, everything is lit up, so it's very easy to see in the dark what you're doing on the keyboard. The touch and the feel on the keyboard, it's got a nice tactic kind of a feel. You can definitely feel when you're pressing a button and it jumps up nicely. So it's a bit of a way to travel, not that much, but you do feel that you're actually pressing a button. So that's very nice. Oh, and I see there you've got your little calculator button. Right, we did a quick Nova bench test on the laptop, and we got a score of 2259. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to activate this little fan button, and then we'll do a test again and see if that makes any kind of a difference. That's turbo mode. I can hear the fans slowly ramping up now, but the fans on this machine is actually, the noise is quite low. I don't think it's fully ramped up at the moment. Alright, we don't see an increase even in turbo mode. It's almost the same, the scores, and I think we're just gonna quickly wipe this machine, redo it, and then yeah, we'll do a test again.